Guys, welcome back to the Art of Whiskey, and you know, it's starting to make sense. You do something long enough, it begins to make sense. They came right in with the intent to blend, and that's whiskey. Remember, the blendery started with the idea that these two things together can get better. Jan said, I heard that these might work, so he's like getting ready. It's like an operation. He's like, let's get on to this now.
We're gonna find out.
What did you hear, Chance? Why are you blending these, man?
So these are, you know, Eagle Rare is a low proofer, right? So for us, like a lot of people start with Eagle Rare because it's an easy sipper, right?
Yeah, 90 proof.
But it's kind of like a lot of people's everyday. I mean, they really like that for their everyday pour. And then this came out as a real value play in a rye. And what we're doing here is a low rye bourbon and a full rye, and trying to make a 4 grain that's sweet. Yep. So in theory, it sounds like it should work. Way different mash bills, from the same distillery though. Yep. And very well-known bottles, and I think these are both pretty acquirable now.
Yeah. Eagle Rare is around a lot more than it used to be, and but I tell you what, I went and bought another bottle of this. Just it's so good on its own.
Oh yeah, Saz.
Now, in this case, what is the art of blending or art of whiskey in your opinion, Chance? I don't think I've even ever asked you.
You know, it's real simple. It's basically trying to make something, the sum of things better than their parts, right?
Yeah.
This is good. This is good. Can we make it better?
So what you're saying is they didn't do a good job.
No. There's always room for improvement, though, especially when they have large batches in mind, and I have small craft in mind. So.
Food for thought, guys. Well, one of the things I'm going to give you is opinion, perspective, and then in the next episode, we're going to get into some Evan Williams. I've got a lot of questions about this one, but right now they're blending 101. Jimmy, what was your parts, aka ratios that you use?
I did heavy Saz 8-2, so on a 10 scale, this was 8 parts.
80-20?
Yeah, 80-20. And I'm kind of doing the opposite of what his idea was. He wanted to go heavy Eagle and light on the Saz. I'm going to go heavy Saz with a touch of Eagle Rare and see what that does.
And I started 50-50 just to get a baseline and figure out where to go from there.
And what would you guys say, in your opinion, makes whiskey like fun? You keep the camera off me, man. Oh, yeah.
Well, what keeps it funny, I think this right here, just getting together, hanging out.
But I mean, like, take me back to the first time you were drinking whiskey. Nobody would have thought that you could do as much as you guys are doing whiskey currently. Because when I walked into the blendery, that's why I knew that the place was special. Because again, when he told me to smell it, it was a specific glass. I'm like, bro, I know literally thousands of people. I've met thousands of people over the years, and I ain't never heard this. And I know a lot of stuff. And then when he started talking about blending and flavors and out the barrel, I still didn't know what he was talking about. So when you guys started your whiskey journey, I'm sure it was like, hey, let me drink some whiskey with some friends, family, share some moments. Now it's like, holy crap, we can do all kinds of stuff with this whiskey. What about it now? It's like become almost more interesting. Like you guys got your second win.
Yeah, I think when I started off, it was like, dude, I was like, me and a buddy were like hardcore, just hunting bottles, trying new whiskey, going to restaurants that had great whiskey lists, trying stuff. And it was for us at that time, it was the hunt for the what we wanted or what was in our swim lane or what we thought was cool back then. Bland. What we found out later wasn't, you know, now it's like, for me, that's like just a, you know, middle of the road bourbon. So as your journey goes, your palate evolves. So it's like that part was fun. Now it's the blending.
But guys, you know what else I heard too? If you come across a good bottle of blends, you buy it and you give it to a friend. Yeah. Because they're going to think it's amazing. So when I asked Tim's dad, I believe, I said, hey, so should I get this blends? I asked his brother as well, Chris, and he said, no. He's like, they were like, I mean, if you want to give it to somebody, it's a good idea, but like,
it's a good gift.
You don't need to get that Weller. We got a red label Weller when we was up there. That's the one you want to get.
That's the one you want.
And I said, you sure? He's like, yeah, trust me, you don't. And mind you, his brother brought Family Reserve, Pappy Van Winkle. We had all the kinds of blendery stuff. It was just, when you're looking at their spectrum of whiskey, blends is a nice joke, but a hell of a surprise. If you gave it to somebody like, hey, here's your blends, they'd be like, wow, man, this is so nice. It used
to be better. It was like the dusty blends were cool when when Elmer T. Lee was alive. Those blends were good.
And don't get it twisted, golden straight from the barrel still.
Oh, there's still some really remarkable blends.
But to me, man, I kind of like, we're taking ownership of this whiskey, right? In the past, we just drank what people gave us, and now we're like, okay,
make it better.
Yeah, we can take this and make it something that's mine. You know, so a creation that I made. You know how proud you are when you find a barrel that's this unique thing, right?
Y'all like flavor, man. I didn't know that they have flavor. I can't support it, you know. So even it's funny because the guy who's doing the HVAC for the blendery, he's like, I want that 95.5. It lit Trevor up when we was in Kentucky. I saw the video. He never reacts, and I'm like, damn, do I not really be reacting? But I've gotten worse. since I understand my profile, what I like, I'm just like, oh, that's good. But if I'm like, oh wow. He said, when I saw you say, oh wow, and your face lit up, and you said something about some orange something. He said, Tim, when that barrel shows up, you call me. I said, no, I'm not telling you, bro. You bought the last time. No, you bought the whole barrel last time. It gonna disappear.
We know better.
I learned my lessons. But that's cool too. So what are you getting, Chance? What would you modify based on those ratios you guys have currently used?
They're both okay.
Try it.
Yeah. I don't think we're there yet.
No.
We're not at a better.
This isn't great.
Yeah.
It's not terrible either, but it's not great.
Yeah, but I'm thinking there's a 4-grain recipe here that works. We'll find it.
Explain to them also what 4-grain means, because these 2 bottles you can get these almost on any shelf or no?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much now. Yeah. A year ago, different story. But now, yeah. This is going to be their low rye recipe. It's going to have 3 basically mash bill or three grains in it: corn, rye, and malted barley. This one only is going to have rye and malted barley. So this has 3, this has 2, but this doesn't have any of this. So when we're not making a 4-grain because we don't have any wheat.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it's not a 4-grain.
Yeah. It'll just be a higher rye burr.
Yeah, higher rye. Which we love.
We're taking the low rye mass mill and turning it into high rye.
Yeah.
And do you know why they called it Double Eagle? Or Double Eagle Rare, or what is it?
Oh, this is just Eagle Rare.
Yeah, the Double Eagle very rare.
So Double Eagle is the more,
prestigious one.
Yeah, it's
comes with the box that lights up and all that.
It's older.
Decanter.
It costs a lot of money.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Enjoy your pour if somebody has it. But
get a BTAC Eagle.
Don't go buy it. Yeah, get an Eagle Rare 17.
Yeah.
See, I don't know what that means. It's just good whiskey, right?
Right.
Interesting, man. So if you guys were going to tell people to basically start their blending process at home, what would be some of your best advice? Because again, you guys are 15, 10, 20-year veterans when it comes to whiskey, and it's not about drinking it. Now it's about bringing people together, seeing if you can master your approach to whiskey, and then almost fall in love with a new process in a sense, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and I think people mistake blending for math. Like 2 parts and 2 parts is going to be this. It's chemistry. It's not math, right? So the difference between 2 parts and 2 parts or 3 parts and 4 parts is huge.
Big time.
It's how they interact with each other, and a lot of times you have to go down a path you're not really comfortable with to find the right thing.
Or not expecting, right? And I think if you want to learn more about blending, man, why not go to the Blendery, the perfect place to learn? Because I didn't know nothing about it.
Well, look, what's been your trick, if you would, to winning the Battle of the Blends back to back?
I think us not getting together and us being from way different walks of life, and then only time we really get together is to blend, and we all got great palates, and I think we find a way to narrow down what barrels we want to use, and then we just hit it, and a lot of lady luck on our shoulder too.
I think that keeps y'all honest too. Like, a lot of the people I blend with, I'm like,
your buddies.
I'm friends with, right?
Yeah.
So I don't hurt their feelings about their blend or whatever, you know.
Yep. No, I get you.
But I mean, what y'all's doing, I understand. It keeps you honest, right?
Yeah.
And they show up and don't even know where they've been. How's your life been? Saw you last year. Let's do this again. Interesting, guys. Well, again, Saz and Eagle Rare. These are, you saying, are good blenders to practice with?
We're just seeing.
We're gonna find out.
Trial by fire. Keep it whiskey.